Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're on the replay, let me know. We're going to go deep today in how to stop hiding, how to stop playing small, how to accelerate your mission, your money, your manifestations, how to bring the fire, how to bring the fire. We got the fire. How to bring the fire. Hello, beautiful souls jumping on. Hello, gorgeous. Life of Crisps. Hello, Stacy. So good to see you. If you are here, let us know that you're here. Let us know that you are jumping on. I have got some magic for you today, and I'm so excited because, hello, beautiful Kristen. So good to have you here. I am so excited because there's lots of reasons. Lots of reasons I'm so excited. But I just found another area that I get to work on myself, and that's always very exciting. And it was, I just went to go live, and I've been very, very committed at the moment to looking at all of the different places in my own life, in my own business, of where I get to show up even deeper. And that means looking at showing up at the exact time that I say that I'm going to show up. And when technology does not work, and when we are empowered goddesses in business, and we know that our results in our life and in our business come down to the responsibility that we take. No longer can we be a victim to our circumstances or the technology didn't work, oops. Where can we take responsibility for the stuff that's not going right? So, how do we take responsibility? We backtrack and we look at, okay, this happened. Where could I have taken even deeper responsibility? Could have plugged my laptop in last night or first thing this morning to double check everything's working, right? Little things like that. So what a beautiful way to begin. As you're tuning in, let us know that you're here. Say hello. Hi, Kristen. We have got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful training today. We're going to be going really deep, and it's going to serve as a beautiful activation for you to stop hiding when it comes to your soul mission, to get out of your own way, and to begin to accelerate your results, to accelerate your mission, your money, and your manifestations. And then we're going to go through the 3 C's. I'm going to share with you the 3 C's of Galactic Goddess Confidence, which is going to be amazing. And I'm going to share with you as well the tool that you're able to use to begin to create momentum in your journey right now. It's amazing, right? To accelerate your magnetism, to begin achieving and receiving the level of income, making the level of impact, stepping into your next level of the lifestyle, of the business, of the leadership that you truly desire. How does that sound? How does that feel when you tap into this? Then we're going to have a mini activation to support you in truly bringing this all into the now, to accelerate at a quantum speed. And then there's going to be an opportunity to go deeper. If you want to go deeper and you want to go deeper to truly accelerate your mission, your money, and your manifestations, then there's an opportunity to do that inside Magnetic, my 12-month mastermind, for those of you really committed to scaling and expanding into multiple 6 figures a year in your soul mission. Otherwise, if you're just here for the ride, that is amazing as well. So let us jump into it. Now, as we are here, I would love, love, love to hear where you are at in your journey. Have you started your business? Have you started stepping into your soul mission? Are you already at 6 or multiple 6 figures a year and looking to scale, and you're on the journey to 7 figures now? It's a very exciting journey. I'm currently on that journey. It's wonderful. Let us know where you're at. Let us know where you're at. Hopefully grab a journal if you haven't already. Hello, beautiful souls jumping on now. Hello. Grab a journal. And if you haven't already, just setting an intention for today. Just setting an intention that as you're here, you're going to receive that which is in your highest alignment for you to receive in your journey right now. For you to receive the trainings, the transmission, and anything that is perfect for you, where you're at right now. And may everything that you will require in the upcoming future be remaining stored in your consciousness, for you to tap into, to awaken, to access at the perfect moment that you are ready for in your journey. And just breathing all of that in. Just beginning to let your heart expand, tuning into your heart space, allowing that to expand, expand, expand. Just tapping into the infinite abundance, to the infinite flow of the universe, to unconditional love. Just noticing the field of your heart beginning to expand, expand, expand as you connect to the source energy, to the universal consciousness within. Breathing that in, waking up every single cell of your being, waking up every single cell, illuminating every single cell, bringing a love and a light and a deep awakening and remembrance and activation of who you truly are to every single part of your body, every single part of your emotional body, your energy body, your physical body, your mind body. And just noticing anything in your field that is ready to be released right now. Beautiful. I'm just beginning to ground into this space, into this transmission, this activation, this training. And may it serve you in all of the ways that you are ready for in your highest. And may all of the decisions that you make from this moment and all of the things that you do be for the greater good of humanity. Beautiful. Welcome, 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 welcome. Amazing, Stacey. That is so beautiful. Exploring to find myself and my purpose. All of your help is received gratefully. I'm so happy that I get to be of service. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your journey. This is amazing. So I'm really curious to hear. If we have not met before, if this is your first time, if this is our first time connecting, please make sure that you're saying hello so I can welcome you into this space. I'm so grateful that you're here. And if this is your second or third or 1,000th time back, then thank you as always for being here. My name, of course, is Libby Robertson, and little bit about me, whether you are familiar with my journey, my story or not. So I'm a business shaman. I am a coach. I am a healer. I am a visionary. I am soon to be an author. This is very exciting. I'm currently getting my book published at the moment. You'll be in the know about that very soon. And I'm the CEO and founder of the School of Spiritual Healing Arts, which I created with my husband, Dane. And together we have been bringing this through the last 6 years in our journey together, sort of unknowingly. And we birthed this new project of really normalizing spirituality and bringing healers into this new way of being. So we focus on training healers, we focus on training light workers, mystics, shamanic trainings, breath work. There are so many different things that we do. And then in my coaching company, I support my clients who are mostly female entrepreneurs, spiritual women in business, or in some sort of leadership position. And I support them to unlock their highest purpose. And I create the most amazing life, create the most amazing business, create the most amazing way of being with so much abundance, so much wealth, so much freedom, and then make the impact that they're born to make in the world. And I do that through a very, very holistic approach. I have a background in psychology, a degree in psychology. I've been initiated and trained in my shamanic apprenticeship over the last several years. I've recovered from alcohol addiction, been 5.5 years sober, and through my own recovery, through my own transformation, and through really waking up one day and realizing that I had so much more to give the world, literally one day at a time, I have rebuilt my entire life. I have built from the ground up a multiple 6-figure, soon to be 7-figure a year business. And everything that I do, at the core of everything that I do, is to remind every single human on this planet, especially you guys that are here right now watching this, tuned into this, receiving this, especially you, to remember that there is so much more that you are capable of. So much more that you are here to experience. And through your own journey, through your own transformation, through your own healing, through your own honoring of your soul and your truth, You become a portal, a gateway, a permission slip for your family, for your community, for those around you, for your business, to begin to make the changes in their lives. And when we as leaders, as women in business, as men in business, when we choose to show up for our highest life and highest experience of life, rebelling against all of the things that have ever been told that we need to do, that we must do, when we can truly say yes to the path of our heart, when it doesn't make sense to people around us, when it doesn't make sense to our own mind, then we'll begin to pave the way for others. We open this possibility, and when we tap into the infinite possibility that's available for us, we do so for others. And this is how we will support and bring through heaven on earth. You get to embody, you get to experience, you get to create heaven on earth. When I was meditating this morning and I was journaling and I was reflecting on, I promise you guys I'll share with you the tools and the techniques and everything to support you and really beginning to accelerate your mission, your money, and your manifestations. But it's really important, first of all, that you understand a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff that goes on, because it's all very well having these tools, but what use of it is if you don't know like what to actually do with them, right? Now, there's one thing that I ask before going in any further, that if you are here fully. That if you are here, you are ready and showing up for your highest. You're investing your time, and time is such a powerful currency. And I thank you, and I'm so grateful that we get to share this time together. I'm so grateful. It's not something that I take lightly. I'm grateful that you are here. And so I encourage you to not just receive the things that I'm going to share with you, but I invite you to really begin to see and unlock a different way of seeing things in your own life and in your own business. A different way of seeing what's truly possible for you. Can I receive your commitment around that? That this is not just going to be a live stream that you're going to watch and then walk away and be like, that was nice. But you're actually going to do the work. You're going to do the work so that you can see the results that you want. The very reason that you're here in the first place. Can we do that? Just a simple yes, energetically, or a little heart or something. Yes, amazing. Amazing. I cannot wait to be in for the day that technology allows us to like feel like we're all standing in a room together. So I can like see you guys and be like, yes, yes, yes. So we can be a two-way thing. This will be amazing. Okay, amazing. Yay, the star mindset. So good, so good. So you guys have this available to you, right? You have all of these tools. So everything that I'm going to share with you, right? You have this within you as well. You get to choose what it is that you experience. All right, in terms of you don't get to control what happens to you, but you get to control, you get to choose your reaction, your response. All right, you get to choose how you show up. You get to choose what you do with the information and with the experiences that you do receive. Hi, Robinson, good to see you here. So this morning when I was journaling and I was meditating and I was reflecting on, so I was just being grateful. Like this is one of my daily practices. I journal and I reflect on what I'm so grateful for. Like I'm so grateful for living this life right now. I'm so grateful that I get to wake up every single day and do what I want. I get to serve the most amazing clients around the world. I get to show up on live streams and connect with you guys all around the world. I get to run my business from wherever I want. I get to wake up next to the man of my dreams. I get to go to yoga and go to the beach and live in this beautiful home that we manifested and have created this life over the last several years. And I'm so grateful for this. And I'm so grateful for all of the decisions that I have made over the last several years, the last 10 years, but most importantly, the last 5.5 years, every single day being so meticulous with where I'm focusing and what I'm focusing on and what I'm giving energy and time to who I'm giving energy and time to, right? Learning how to create boundaries, learning how to master my emotions, learning about emotional maturity, learning about energetic maturity, learning about how to coach myself and how to become my biggest cheerleader, how to believe in myself so deeply. And so as I was journaling this morning, and I was like, I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I literally get to experience heaven on earth. How does it get better than this? How does it get better than this? But I did not start and wake up living this life. Right? I did not wake up just one morning with a multiple six-figure a year business and clients all around the world and different programs that I get to train and teach people in, and different companies and different social initiatives that my husband and I run, and setting up a charity and having an amazing team. Like, I did not wake up with all of this. Hello, beautiful Karina. I'm all ready for our photo shoot afterwards, by the way. I'm having a photo shoot after this with beautiful Karina. Amazing. Right, I did not wake up one day like all this. It's been very, very, very intentional, right? Very intentional to choose and claim that I am here to be of the highest service. I am here to use my own transformation, my own healing journey, right? My own experience of life, my own expertise, everything that I have been experiencing in life up until this moment. I know that I've been put on this planet to use my own life experience and be a leader, be an example, show people what's possible. I know that without a doubt. And I know that without a doubt because when I hit rock bottom 5.5 years ago, and I found myself in hospital, lying in a hospital bed, and I was looking around, I was like, what's going on? My life as I knew it when I was on the wrong path was over. It was over. It was gone. No more was I going to be the party girl. No more was I going to be the one that just liked to work hard and play hard. No more was I going to be the one that just drank too much several times a week. No more was I going to be the one who was bulimic and would eat her emotions and smoke cigarettes and take drugs, bite her nails. Everyone always comments on my nails. I'm like, yeah, because I used to bite them for so long and I stopped biting them, so now I look after them. No longer am I going to be the girl who's tens of thousands of dollars in debt and has a toxic relationship with money. No more. That girl is gone. And that was 5.5 years ago. I made a decision that I did not know. Excuse my French. That is about to come out. I didn't know what the fuck my life was about to look like. I was so lost. I was so scared. I was so afraid. I had no clue what life was going to look like. I was saying goodbye to everything that I knew. I had to move back home with my parents. I lost everything. I lost everything in that moment, including myself, my identity, the only version of myself that I'd ever known. And then day by day by day by day, I knew that there was a greater reason. And the same thing for you. If you're here and you're feeling this and you know that you've experienced the shit that you've experienced has not been in vain, there will come a time where you realize and you remember that everything that you've experienced is for the betterment of your family line and of humanity. And when you can choose to be in a position where you say, yes, universe, pick me. I am ready to get out of my own way. I'm ready to stop hiding. I'm ready to stop making my journey all about myself. There will come a time where it has to be about yourself, right? You have to figure out who you are so that you're able to then serve others, so that you're able to effectively hold space for others. Right? There comes a time where you have to focus on yourself, right? Where you have to just spend that time by yourself, where maybe you're not ready to serve, right? Or you don't feel ready to serve. Maybe you feel ready to help in particular ways. Okay, but there will come a time, and my guess that you're here and you're ready to stop hiding and you're ready to stop playing small. Then through that decision alone, so much can change. But what I want you to do and what I invite you to do, all right, what I invite you to do is to begin to see yourself through the eyes of Source, of Creator, of the divine, of the universe. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, I want you to see yourself from the eyes of the divine, from the perspective of Source consciousness of the universe. And when you remember the oneness, the connection, the love that Source has for you, the part of you that is Source, the part of you that is the universe experiencing itself over and over and over and over and over again, and you realize that you are the divine in human form. You are divine in human form. You are the divine in human form. And so you remember that everything that you have experienced, there has been a huge reason for this. Beautiful Hope. Hello, Goddess. Nice to see you here. Everything you have experienced has led you to this moment. And as light leaders and as spiritual women and men in business, and we know that there is more to life than we're currently experiencing, and we know that there's a whole new earth that we get to contribute to co-creating. There is a whole new earth that we get to contribute to co-creating. So your journey up until this moment has led you to this moment so that you can now support humanity in their collective ascension process. Now, I always like to say this. A mountain, I can't remember this exactly, but this is an excerpt from my book, right? The book that's upcoming soon. A mountain is a mountain. That's all right, Hope. I didn't think you were calling me sir. Yes, sir. A mountain is a mountain. A mountain does not aim to provide shade for the animals. A tree does that. A tree does not aim to provide food or nectar, pollen for the bees. It knows flowers do that. So every single one of us has a very specific and unique and very important role in the web of life, in the ascension process, in the healing of humanity, in the healing of the web of life, of restoring right relationship in the planet once again, where we are in harmony with the planet, with the universe, with Source, with ourselves. And we as leaders, and we know that we are leaders, we know that we have this calling to make the world a better place. We know that we have this calling to become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. We know that we have this calling to experience the most amazing life that's available to us and the incredible abundance that is here for us to tap into. We know that because we feel that deep down. Can you feel that? And if you feel that deep down and you feel that, yes, then you've got it. Then you've got it. And I believe that every single one of us has something that when we think about makes us go, and so I invite you to think about when you're at your 100th birthday party and you're looking back on your life and you're celebrating your 100th birthday party with your closest loved ones, with your friends, with your family. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? What are you so happy that you said yes to in your life? What are you so happy that you stopped giving a shit about? What are you so happy that you chose to listen to? What are you so happy that you chose to devote your life and your days, your weeks, your months, your years to? What lights you up? What lights you up? So when you can feel this energy and you can tap into this and you know and you feel that you were put on this planet for so much more, and you know that you've experienced your journey that has led you to this moment so that you can be of deeper service to the world. Where are all my black sheep at? Where are all my black sheep of the family at? Right? The ones that rebel. We're the ones that do things differently, where we see the world differently, where the way of the normal society doesn't make sense to us. Yes. Seeing you guys, all you black sheep. All us black sheep, yes. Amazing. We got it. Hey, Stasia, we got it. Right? So we have all of this within us, right? This coding within us that we're here for more, that we're here to be of service, right? And as we see the world differently, and we've been called things like black sheep or rebels, right? But at our core, we're divine spiritual beings, and we're here. We rebel because we know that shit's hitting the fan in the world. Can I share with you guys a secret? Can I share a secret with you? I'm trusting you with a secret. In 2019, I was going through a lot of shadow work. I'd already begun to create. I think I'd already hit 6 figures, or was about to hit 6 figures at this stage in my business. I was going through a lot of shadow. I was radically choosing, and I'm going to share with you the technique that I used back then, but I was radically choosing my new life. I was radically choosing. I was like, universe, I'm living my dream life. By this stage, I'd already left the corporate world, where I was training, I was mentoring, I was always in leadership and management positions. I was always helping people achieve their dreams. I was a couple of years sober. I'd already started one, but my first business was called Soberly. And I'd helped a lot of people heal their addiction to alcohol and live their best life. And then my business began to organically shift. My purpose began to up level and shift. And then I realized that it was more than just helping people get sober. And in fact, I run one program around that, but I don't work with anyone around that. But it is often a natural thing that people realize that when they see what alcohol and drugs are doing to them, they just naturally want to stop. When we're holding this frequency and we're calling in being of the highest service, and we're choosing our highest timeline, our highest paths, and we can see the frequency and we see the coding, we see the vibration of alcohol, it's just a natural part. Nothing against it. You can drink if you want. I honestly don't have any total non-judgment. But for a lot of people, they realize, oh, actually, what's this doing to how I'm being of service? So anyway, so I transitioned into my new business, which I'm now doing. Right, this is my company that I've had for 2.5 years now. We've scaled it to multiple 6 figures, soon to be 7. This is very exciting, right? Quantum leaping at its finest. I've gone from someone who had a terrible relationship with money, 180 my entire life, and now my entire life doesn't make sense on paper, right? But it does make sense when you understand the energetics and you understand the quantum field, and you understand a shamanic approach, or a very, very holistic, multi-dimensional approach to life. So I'll continue with the secret that I was going to share with you. So 2019, I was going through a lot of shadow. I had a lot of stuff come up. As soon as I choose my new timeline, I had a lot of situations. I had a lot, like everywhere where I was not in integrity with myself and with where I was stepping into and with who I was stepping into, everything came to the surface. And I knew, because of my own recovery journey, that I had to either deal with it or I would just stay stuck, right? We can either deal with our shit or we can avoid it, and we'll just keep repeating the same loop. I was working with a client yesterday, and she goes, I can see it. She goes, I find like I'm in the same situation, different people and different things going on, but same situation. Like, oh, what's the pattern here? What gets to be healed? What gets to be learned? So anyway, so here I was, and I could see patterns playing out in my life of where I just all of these different things happening. I was people pleasing a lot. I had no boundaries. I was so far in my shadow of the Messiah complex of helping everyone else, right? I'd help myself as well, but then I was this shadow complex still playing out, right? One of the shadow archetypes that I teach inside the initiation is the Messiah, where we're helping everyone else, and we're like, oh, everyone else has problems, I'm fine, right? And so all of this came to a head, and it came all up, and I had to deal with it all. I had to look myself in the mirror, in the eyes, right, or energetically, and really get super radically honest. Now, this was not the first time. I'd done this also when my entire life turned upside down and I had to give up drinking. And so I looked at everything that was going on. I was dealing with these really crazy situations in my business at the time, like really crazy, really outrageous stuff, stuff I had no idea how to deal with. And I was spending a lot of time in meditation. And at this stage, meditation had also become a form of escapism, right? When we're like, life is so much right now, I don't know how to deal with life. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play in the galactic realms. I'm gonna play in, you know, in the universe. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna see what comes through. I was fasting a lot, so because I was fasting, the vibration that we hold is very, very high. It's a very high frequency when we, you know, fasting in a very supported, healthy, natural way. And so I was connecting a lot with my intuition. I was meditating a lot, but the gifts that came out of that time, right? So the gifts that came out of the time, and this is one I wanted to share with you. I remember this one time where I was meditating and I zoomed out. It was like I zoomed out of my body and I received all this information, and I could see stuff going on in Europe. I could see stuff going on. I could see like a volcano. I could see stuff happening around the Americas. And I walked out of my meditation room, out of the spare room, and I stepped out of the room, and my husband was sitting in the lounge. We were living in Bali at the time. And I said, Dane, I feel like shit is about to hit the fan in the world. And he was like, what? I was like, I feel like shit's about to hit the fan, like some sort of war or something, but not a war like we know, but it's like a war of sorts. He was like, what? It's like, yeah, it's like something, it's like a World War III or something like this. But anyway, I kind of knew in that moment, when I saw that, I knew that stuff was about to change collectively. I also knew that everything that I was being prepared for, initiated into, right, having to deal with all of that shadow, right, all of the shadow, right, I'm a firm believer in shadow work, right, it's not getting caught up in the story of it, we're not judging ourselves, we're forgiving ourselves, it's part of the human experience, right, we all have shadow, all right, we can't pretend that some people do and some people don't, we all have shadow, right, so there's no need to judge yourself or judge others, right, we all have shadow, so when we can deal with it, we're better equipped to hold more light and have deeper awareness of our entire consciousness, so we can be conscious of what we're actually putting out into the web of life. Now, as healers and as spiritual women in business and as creatives and people who are here to make the world a better place, it's really important that we take massive responsibility for everything that we're experiencing, that we learn the lessons from every single situation that we're given, that we can reflect on what's going wrong and we can take responsibility for it. Now, in that moment, when I began to see shit's hitting the fan in the world, I knew that there was a reason why my healing journey had looked the way that it had, that I had decided to leave the corporate world before it made sense, that I had decided to commit my life and devote my life to my mission, even though I was still figuring out at a cognitive level what that actually looked like. Right, at a business level, like what does that actually mean? Like how do I put my mission, which to me at the time was a feeling, a knowing, right? You guys get this? Do you have like an inner knowing where you just know that you're here for more? You just know that you're here for more, right? And I share with you, this is a secret, right? Because it's like, if you tell this to everyone, not everyone is born this way. Not everyone is like, yeah, I'm here for more, right? Not everyone. I thought everyone was always like this, but no, apparently not. So if you guys have this, right, and I share this with you, it's a secret. I have it. I can see things upcoming sometimes. I'm psychic, right? So what happens when you're psychic, right? Tapping into the energetic realms, you can see different timelines and different possibilities, right? So yes, you guys are agreeing with me. Amazing. So when you feel that and you know, right, you know that you're here for more, then how do you stop hiding, right? How do you go, I've got this knowing within me. I know that I'm here for more. And this is where most people stop, right? Until now. Until they have met me or someone else that's like, hey, that knowing that you've got, we got to do something about that. right? So at this stage, I was still learning how to articulate what it was that I actually did. I was still learning how to put into words my mission statement, or here is a tangible thing. I was supporting a lot of people, I was helping a lot of people, but I still, and it was purely through frequency. This is why the mastermind that I run is called Magnetic, because this is what it was based off. I grew my entire company through just helping people in alignment with what felt really good and what I could help them with and what they wanted help with and what I was able to support them with, because I've got the experience at a tangible level and at a vibrational level, at a spiritual level, with a background in psychology, with my corporate, I had the experience, I had the tools, I had the techniques, I had the know-how. I'd been on the spiritual path for about 10 years, right, at my first awakening in 2011. And so I had all the tools, I was able to help people, but then actually bringing it into a way where I was able to say, here is what I do, was very challenging. So I know for a fact that you can make 6 figures in your business without actually knowing or being able to articulate what it is that you actually do. Right? If you're able to help people and you're able to say, here's how I can help you, you're going through that and you want to be over here, you're here in your life and you want to be here, I can help you with that. I know for a fact because I have done it. All right? You do not need to have all of the pieces that you think that you have to have in order to experience the abundance that is available for you, especially when you are of divine service, especially when you choose to take that inner knowing to bring it to the world in the ways that you're being called to, right? And I was speaking with another private client this morning, and she's like, we were talking about, just talking about taking action. And she was like, oh my God, I always thought you had to have like everything figured out before you take action, right? And so how many of you are trying to figure everything out, getting the website set up, getting the blah, blah, blah set up, getting the other blah, blah, blah set up, having the other blah, blah, blah figured out before actually helping people, before actually taking the next step, right? Now, I truly believe that the reason that I was able to create 6 figures right away in my first year of business, and that we're able to, I know that we're going to be millionaires, multi-millionaires within the next few years. I know that for a fact. It's like, it can't not happen. I just know it. Right? And with that level of knowing and that level of clarity and that level of certainty, you also activated magnetism. You're welcome. That tip was free. Yes, you guys, this is awesome. So beautiful. So you're waiting. What are you waiting for? Right? Now, this is where it comes down to when we're hiding, right? We're really hiding. We're getting in our own way, and we're playing small because we're waiting for this like external thing to be like, here you go. Here's what you need. Here's what you need. When you can trust yourself to do what you know is required to help people and charge for your services because it's your living. And we love money. Money's amazing. It's an energy. It's a beautiful resource. Right? You'll hear me talk about the 2 different frequencies of money. There's the control frequency of money, which is what most of the collective is hooked into. And then we've got the divine frequency of money, where we know that money really is not actually like a thing like we think it is. It's an energy. It's a frequency. It's all it is. So when you can hook into or unhook from this one, the control one, the old one, and align to and re-hook into, align to the flow of universal abundance, of the spirit of money, right? There's a reason why my clients call me a business shaman. It's because it's like literally the energetics at a multidimensional level, very, very holistically, working with the energy, working with the universal energies, the shamanic energies, our guides and all the beings here supporting us, the animal medicines here with us, our gifts as healers, to shift anything that's blocking you instantaneously. So as soon as you can choose, make the decision to be of the highest service. How can I help people? How can I just go out there and help people? How can I just jump on this live stream and help as many people as possible? How can I jump on this live stream and just share as much value and help as many people stop hiding and stop playing small so that they can do their soul mission properly and experience the amazing life that they're here to experience and inspire other people to do the same and make the world a better place? Right? Now, I might sit here with you guys and it might seem easy. It might seem easy to sit on a live stream and share and run trainings and stuff. If you could see my first ever live stream, you would probably wet yourself laughing. I can't even watch it because I'm like, oh my God, it's so cringe. Right? So wherever you're at, just get started. Just get started. Get started on the next level, whatever that is. If it means making a scary investment, make the scary investment. Figure it out. All right? Be bold. Show up at the level that you want to be playing at. And the universe will match that. I think I've shared with you guys this story before around like when I made my first investment ever, I was speaking with my husband. He's like, no, like you can't make this investment. I put pretty much all of our life savings. I was very grateful at the time that we'd been saving for a few years. And we put all of our savings that we used to spend on alcohol. I used to spend it on booze. I used to spend it on drugs. I used to spend it on shopping. I used to spend it on whatever I could, right? I had such a toxic relationship with money, right? So as soon as I stopped drinking, as soon as I began to heal myself from addiction, from bulimia, from smoking cigarettes, from taking drugs, I began to heal my money story from the inside out. And that was where I learned. I began to create this methodology called the self-wealth method, right? And it's through the alignment of your mind, your body, and your soul. Money is the byproduct of that. Because when we're hooked into the true frequency of divine money, being the spirit of money, right? The spirit of money, the divine money, the part of source consciousness that is a facet of source consciousness. All right, we're doing so because it's an alignment within us. It's a vibration. Hey, hello, beautiful souls who are jumping on. Hi, gorgeous Shanita. Diambers. There's lots that I'm wanting to bring through, so I'm just going to re-sing to myself. Right, so wherever it is right now that you are, what's required to take the next step? That's right, I was sharing my first experience. I remember investing in my first coach. It was a knowing. I was like, I messaged her one Saturday night. I was sitting at home. I was creating my blog at the time. And I was like, I'm going to start a business. And I messaged her. I didn't even tell my husband that I'd messaged her. And I was like, are you a business coach? And she was like, yes, I am. And I'd met her through a friend of a friend. And I was like, I love her vibe. I think she's a business coach. I think she can help me. And I knew nothing about online business. I knew nothing about the coaching industry. At this stage, I had a blog helping people get sober, helping people be like, hey, if I'm a party girl and I can go from a party girl to 2 years sober, so can you. That was 2 years. That was 3.5 years ago. Right? And so I was just helping people. I was in Facebook groups helping people. People would ask me, hey, can I book a session with you? I'm like, sure. Right? In the corporate world, I was, coaching. I was mentoring. I had years and years of experience of leadership, of team leadership, of one-on-one leadership. So it was very, very natural for me, right? And so then I began to realize that my entire life, the jobs that I had had, the experiences that I had had, my own personal healing was all leading me to this moment. So I began to realize that I had a real thing going on. People were wanting to pay me for my services. People were wanting to pay me just to help them. And it was like stuff that I was doing for free because I loved it. I was like, if I can help you live a better life, absolutely, I'd love to. They're like, how can I pay you? Like, okay, it's $20 a session. While I was practicing, I was like figuring it out. So I messaged that business coach. I saw her online once. I was like, man, I vibe with her. She's amazing. I feel like she can help me. I messaged her, met up with her for a coffee. And she was like, well, actually, I'm just becoming a business coach. You would be my first client. I'm like, great. Like, do you think it's possible to be like a coach or something? She was like, yeah, absolutely. There's loads of coaches out there. I'm like, oh, really? I thought it was unique. I thought I made this up. Right? I'd heard of life coaches before. I'd heard of life coaches and I'd heard of business coaches, but I didn't know that there was a whole coaching industry for pretty much everything that you could ever want. I thought I'd invented a whole new thing. So anyway, I started in the online world, invested all of pretty much most of our money, right? And when for me, like making a commitment that bold, where it was my entire life on the line, my entire life savings. My husband, like he was invested in it, right? I had to put my foot down and be like, this is what I stand for. This is what I see. This is the vision of my heart. He absolutely didn't get it to start with. So many people say to me now, you're so lucky that your husband's on board with everything. I'm like, he wasn't to begin with, right? He's made his own decisions. I've made his own decisions. I've believed in myself so much. I've chosen everything that I see in my heart, right? And I am lucky that he has chosen to come with me. I'm lucky that he has chosen the decisions that he's made that have allowed us to now walk this path together, to now start our companies together, to now do many things together. That's wonderful. But I share this with you because I see so many women waiting for permission or waiting for the permission of someone else. You have to be the one that gives yourself that permission. How much can you bet on yourself? How much can you believe in yourself? Right? For me, that first $6,000 investment was like, I'd never invested in anything like that before. I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, this is not a house. The society tells me that I should be buying another house right now. Right? I'd purchased a house, right? So I knew about that, but I'm like, I'm investing in something that's intangible, but I know that it's going to help me get to where it was. So I began to think with an investment mindset. I began to think that, okay, if I can invest $6,000 and I can make 10x that, then that should effectively bring me another 60,000. Right? So I began thinking like this. Now, I've always kind of been entrepreneurial mindset. Like I learned how door-to-door sales when I was 4, right? Selling the chocolates from school, from preschool, right? I started my very, very, very first business when I was about 14. I was selling healthy breakfast on the go, because I could see a gap in the market where people were having unhealthy breakfasts. And I was like, they need healthy breakfasts. So I made like granola and yogurt and sold it at my dad's little coffee shop. And then, I don't know how long it lasted, probably not even 6 months, right? And then I went to business, like a few business things as a teenager. And I always knew that I wanted to help people and run my own business one day, right? And so when I could see this kind of way of thinking about money, right? And then I began, like when I was working with that first business coach, she unlocked, and I don't even know if I was familiar with the word abundance, but she brought that into my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. I now see why I rebel. I now see why I rebel against society's ways. I now see why I was like, why is everyone so worried about money when money is just like infinite, and I would just rather make a decision of what I want to do and money will follow? Because that has always been the case, right? Even when I was like in the midst of addiction, I ran out of money when I was living in the UK. It was about 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. and there was a rugby game. And this was about 2011, about the same time that I was having my first awakening. And I was at the pub and I was drinking so much in the morning watching the rugby game. And this is really maybe too much, you guys, but a lot can change in 10 years, right? And so here I was at the pub and I was busting to go to the bathroom, right? Now, I had, just before this moment, had about 5 or 10 pounds left. And I was like, right, do I buy another beer or do I pay for the train to get to work this week? Guess which decision won? I chose to buy another beer. I chose to buy more booze with the only money that I had. The only money I had. I didn't have savings back then. I literally lived paycheck to paycheck, and even then, sometimes I'd have to live and could buy like a dollar a day on food. I could always find money for alcohol though, back then. And so I chose to spend that last bit of my money. I was like, I'll figure it out. There'll always be a way. I'm choosing fun right now. This is me. I'm choosing fun. I'm going to have another beer. I'm going to have another drink. So anyway, I had it. And then, of course, I needed to go to the bathroom. The bathrooms were full. So what did I do? I went outside. Because I was very classy back then. I went to the bathroom in an alleyway. Don't tell me you guys have never done that before. Don't tell me you guys have never done that before. Especially when... So, I went to the bathroom in the alleyway. My God. What did I see? What did I find as I was going to the bathroom in the alleyway? in the morning when I was wasted. I looked over and I was like, oh my God. And I was half pee. Can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys. Half pee, reached over and I was like, oh my God, it's 20 pounds. It's 20 pounds. 20 pounds. I found a 20 quid note. 20 quid. That for me back then was a lot. That was a lot. That was, mind you, I just had 10 quid. And I decided to spend that 10 quid on more booze. And I didn't know how I'd get to work. I knew that I'd just figure it out. And there I was. That was probably the first time, apart from in my childhood, there are a few things that happened, first time in my adult life that I realized no matter what was going on, I was always going to be okay. That miracles existed, that I was always going to be provided for, even if it was really tough and a little bit tight, because I made really bad decisions, like not good decisions. But I was always looked after. So I adopted that mindset from a very early on in my journey. I had proof. Okay, went back to the pub, I was like, you guys are not going to believe it. The universe loves me. I'm so supported. Everything's going to be okay. This is amazing. This is incredible. Let me buy you a drink. And I'll still have some to get to work to buy my train ticket until payday. Right? So I've always known, and when we can adopt this mindset, right? When we can adopt this mindset that we're always going to be okay, it makes those leaps of faith a lot easier, right? A lot easier. So I'm going to share with you now the 3 C's of galactic goddess confidence. All right, galactic goddess confidence to stop hiding, all right, to stop waiting for the perfect time, to stop waiting for the outside world to look okay, for it to be a sunny day, for your partner or someone to say, yeah, go on. It's great to have their support. Of course it is. You know, and of course you've got your own obligations, your own commitments, your own decision-making process for what's right for you. But I really encourage you, really encourage you to begin to look at where you're able to take a deeper state of responsibility and self-empowerment, right? To be a woman of power. A woman of power does not wait for permission from anyone, all right? Remember that inner rebel that you have within you that does things in his or her own way, all right? When you are empowered, right, this is what empowered is. You do not give your power to someone outside of you or something outside of you, right? Empowered comes from within. It comes from within. You choose, right? So there is 3 C's of galactic goddess confidence for you to begin to align to stop hiding. All right. Hi, beautiful Jen. I'm glad you guys loved that story. I can't believe I shared it with you. But so I'm going to share with you the 3 C's. I'm going to share with you a really powerful tool. We're going to do a mini activation. And then I'm going to bring you an opportunity to go even deeper over a 12-month time period inside Magnetic if you so feel called to. How does that feel? Who's ready to stop hiding? Stop hiding. Remember, you were born for greatness. You were born with a purpose. You have this incredible remembrance within you for a reason. Not everyone feels this way. You have been blessed with this energy. You have been blessed with this knowing to support humanity in the ways that only you from your heart can see. All right? So stop waiting for other people to see what only you can see in your heart. Right? No one else can see what's in your heart. All right? Maybe a business shaman can tap into your potential, but it's up to you, right? To activate that deep trust of what you see in your heart. So the first C is clarity. Okay, if you feel like you're hiding at the moment and you're like, I'm really ready to accelerate my mission and my money and my manifestations, but I really feel like I'm playing small and I really feel like I'm hiding and I'm not quite sure where to begin looking. All right, the first place to begin looking is getting clear on where you want to go. Clarity on what sort of lifestyle, All right, this should be a really fun exercise to do. What sort of lifestyle, what sort of business do you desire? What sort of freedom do you desire? What sort of income do you desire? What sort of leader do you choose to be? What sort of woman or man do you choose to be? All right, getting really clear. All right, clarity is the first C for galactic goddess confidence. All right, if you're a man watching this, you can change goddess for something else. Warrior, maybe. Galactic warrior confidence. Right? So getting clear on what it is that you actually want. All right, getting clear and clarity on the direction that you're going. Now, this may change, and that's okay. But get clear on where you want to at least begin, or the direction that you do want to head. Right? It can shift and it can change. All right, but just like a tree is always growing towards the sun, right? A flower is always growing towards the light, right? It might change, right? It might get a little kink in it. It might go like that. It might grow extra branches than it anticipated. Right, but it's still growing, it's still evolving. It might have thought that it was an orange tree and it was growing, and then it turned out it was like, oh, I'm not an orange tree, I'm an apple tree. Right, but I'm still a tree, and it's more amazing than I could ever have imagined. Right, you don't always need to know exactly what it's going to look like, but you just need to know where you're going and where you're choosing to grow. There you go. Okay, the next piece, the next C is certainty. Okay, so what I invite you to do, now this is one of the most potent exercises that you can do. And if I had done this earlier on in my business, things would have been a lot easier. Okay, a lot easier. So what I invite you to do is to begin to create this certainty around your sacred work. How do you do that? How do you get certain on your work when you're not certain on your work? And maybe you're not certain on your work, which is why you're playing small and you're hiding, because you're like, I don't have certainty on my work. I don't have certainty on my mission. So I'm going to hide. Hi, beautiful Bex. Good to have you here. So how do you get clear? What I want you to do to create certainty, clarity is the direction, the big picture vision, right? Then to create certainty within your sacred work, this is what you are offering in the world, right? You may not know how that looks at a tangible level just yet, but what you will be able to unlock is certainty within your expertise, within your gifts, within your zone of genius, within your truth, within what you're really good at, what you love, what lights you the fuck up. Okay? And when you can see the certainty and you can hold the frequency of certainty, this is what activates the deepest state of magnetism. All right, certainty is a key component of magnetism, and having certainty of what you bring to the world. Okay, even if you're just getting started or whether you're already at 6 or multiple 6 figures, the more certain you can be about your offers, okay, about your work, about your value, about what you bring to the table with your clients, with your customers, with your employers, right? Maybe it's not an alignment for you to have a business. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. All right, but when you can get really certain on the sacredness of your work, right? And what I invite you to do, and this is, I remember I was trying to figure out remember I told you about the time where I was like trying to figure a whole lot of shit out and everything was like going crazy, and I was like, I feel like shit's about to hit the fan, and I was like predicting the future and stuff. This is one of the things that I did when I was like racking my brain. I'm like, what can I do? Like, what can I do to move myself forward? What can I do to get myself out of this? Right, what can I do? I did have a coach at the time, right? But a coach is only able to bring us so much, right? And so there's still a level of responsibility that we get to take. So I remember writing down and asking, like, what is it that I'm actually really good at? What is it that, even if you haven't started a business, I'm sure that there are countless examples of feedback that the world around you has given you about what you're really good at, all right? Or what they've been like, man, thank you so much for that. And often it's the stuff that comes the most naturally to us, right? For as long as I can remember, I've been coaching people. Even at a very young age, been the person where all my friends have felt like if they've got a question or if something's come up in their life, they've always come to me my whole entire life. It is as long as I can remember, as a child, in my teenage years, in my 20s, at work, in the workplaces. So when I began to really question, can I actually charge for something that I do it for free? It's just what I love to do. I would do it for free, right? That was my mindset back then. I'm like, can I actually charge? This feels really easy, right? Your zone of genius and your natural gifts and your natural expertise will feel easy, all right? And as you refine and as you upskill and up level and invest in trainings and programs and go deeper into your study and you begin to really craft your work and craft your tools and your expertise, all right, your work increases in value. All right, this is when you'll be able to charge more and more and more for your work. All right, your time will be more in demand. Your services will be more in demand. Okay, your expertise will be more sought after. You'll begin to become the leader in your field. All right, not because of anything that you're doing, but because of the vibration that you hold and the certainty that you bring of the work and the transformation that you're able to support your customers and clients through. Okay, so if you're going to spend time and really getting clear on what you're really good at, right, and what you love and how people's lives are impacted just from you being you. Just from you being you. You have so much that you're able to bring to the table. And when you can see that for yourself, remember, we're self-leading ourselves here, right? We're activating that inner goddess, that inner queen. We're not waiting for others around us to be like, hey, you're really good at that. We're taking the initiative to figure this out for ourselves, right? If you're here and you're wanting to create this massive impact in the world and create, support so many people around the world and really serve in your highest mission that you know that you're born for, all right, then it requires a new level of initiative, a new level of self-responsibility, a new level of self-leadership. And that's what the queen is. That's what this galactic goddess energy is. All right, so that's the second piece. We've got clarity, we've got certainty, and then the third one, those of you that have been in my field for a wee while, you may guess what this one is, comes before confidence, courage. Now, I want to remind you, courage is only courage because there is fear present. So when you're like, I'm waiting for courage, I'm waiting for confidence, I'm going to stop hiding when I feel confident to take the next step. I'm going to stop hiding when I have it all figured out. I'm going to stop hiding once I've perfected everything that I'm bringing to the world. Right? Self-sabotage. Hello, self-sabotage. Right? Self-sabotage. Perfectionism is a form of can be a form of self-sabotage. And if we're waiting for everything to be perfect, all right, because in actual fact, we've got this fear going on beneath the surface that I'm not good enough, that my work isn't good enough, that what I have to say isn't good enough, that I'm going to show up in a live stream and what if people don't like it, or what if they reject me, or what if I'm judged, or what if they make fun of me. You got to be the one to believe in yourself. You got to be the one to choose to have courage, all right, to show up, even if it means that your hands are shaking, even if it means that you're like, I have no idea what's about to happen, and I'm just going to breathe and just set an intention and call on my guides and call on my benevolent ancestors and give gratitude and just hope to add value and just ask that I can just add value to the lives of everyone that tunes into this live stream. Then you might cry on camera, and that's okay. Right? I've cried on camera so many times. Every time I'd get passionate, I would be like, I'd cry. So much emotion would come out. Right? Because I was so nervous, and I'd be like, right? So courage is only courage because fear is present. So you're not waiting for the absence of fear. You're showing up to be of service. Your service, your soul mission is not about you. Remember, we unlocked this at the beginning. There came a time in your journey where you decided that enough was enough, and you are no longer doing this just for yourself. You are now ready to give your gifts, your transformation, everything that you've learned and unlocked to support others in their journey, to support humanity. This is how the ripple effect begins to happen. Okay, so what courage can you take today? What courageous thing can you do today? How can you show up with more faith today? All right, those are the 3 C's. Which one resonated with you the most? I'm so pleased, Janita. So powerful, so simple and so powerful. The next piece that I'm going to share with you is how to begin to take action. These are the inner work pieces. Most of the work is inner work. Right? Becoming your best cheerleader. Amazing hope. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Certainty. Incredible. Certainty, clarity, courage. Hi, beautiful Corey. So pleased to have you here. Certainty, courage, incredible. Those 3 C's. Galactic, goddess, confidence, certainty. Love it. I love it. That is a game changer. When you hold that frequency of certainty within your field, you accelerate or elevate rather your own inner confidence. When you hold this level of confidence within your field, right, that is where you create a magnetic brand. Right, that is where you create this magnetism within your field, because as soon as you can have the certainty of your work and of yourself and your leadership, that's what goes out in your content, in your posts, in your live streams, and your offers when you're speaking with people. Right? Like I said, created a whole mastermind, a year-long mastermind to support you in creating magnetic brand, right? It's the energy, it's a frequency. Corey, I don't know what the question is, but it feels juicy as fuck. Yes, it is. It is. So, we have clarity, we have certainty, we have courage, and now we get to take divine action. You get to accelerate your magnetism through this powerful tool, right? Like I shared with you, this is what I was doing in 2019 when I was figuring everything out, and then I just literally quantum leaped into a whole new reality, right? And this is still what I use today. Okay? It's still what I use today. Very, very, very simple. Okay, very simple. So, 3 pieces. Decide, create, amplify. Decide, create, amplify. All right, now this is the action piece. So we've just done the inner work. That's the galactic goddess confidence. That's the inner work where I want you to go in and ask yourself those questions. Okay, I want you to get clear. I want you to be really, really radically honest with yourself about how freaking amazing you are, right? Become your best cheerleader. Become your best support system, right? Believe in yourself so deeply. And then we've got the action, right? We need both, okay? We can't just sit and meditate and manifest everything to come. That's a part of it. It's a beautiful part of it. And there's also the action that gets to take place from this new frequency, right? When you hear me say your vibration is your greatest asset, this is what I mean. When you spend time and you invest your time and energy going deep into your inner work and your inner belief system, right? At a mind level, at an emotional level, an energetic level, physical level, right? And you spend time focusing on your vibration, right? Putting out a vibration of certainty, of confidence, of courage, clarity, right? And you show up and you do the work to make sure that that's the vibration that you hold. You could do 1 hour of work, right? One live stream or one post, or, sending one email, right? Or setting up some systems, and you're doing it from that vibration, right? You're going to be able to call in a lot more, right? You're able to hold a lot more. And this is where we begin to work less and receive more. So, what do we do? Decide, create, amplify. So I want you to decide, number 1, where you're going, right? You've got clear on where you're going, but now decide, right? What's the choice that you're going to make? What is it that you're choosing? What are you deciding? What are you claiming? Right? What are you claiming? What's going to support you in claiming the thing that you've chosen, the clarity of where you're going, the big picture vision? What's the decision that you now get to make in order to bring that big picture vision that you've gained clarity on what you actually want bringing that, pulling back that in from the future into the now, right? What is it that you're deciding? What choices are you choosing around bringing this into the now? Otherwise, all you're doing is you're writing out your dream life and you're like, this is fun. And that's all it is. Dreams. All right, we're bringing your dreams into the now, right? We're bringing your dreams into a reality now. Okay, so decide what gets to happen, right? Is it a big, scary thing, right? Is it a next level action? Is it a next level investment? Is it doing something and like deciding what it is? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you deciding to do? What are you deciding to do? Who are you deciding to be when you do it? When you make this decision and you've tapped into your big picture vision, who are you deciding to be? Are you showing up as the version of you? Are you making this decision from the current version of you? Maybe past versions of you? Or, little secret, little quantum hack, are you making decisions from who you're stepping into, from where you're going? And when you can show up and you can make decisions from the version of you that you're stepping into, right? Not from your past or from your current self now. When you can show up so boldly and so courageously and bring all of these inner work pieces into the now, and you decide on where you're going from the version of you that you're stepping into, are you making today's decisions based on the version of you that you were yesterday, or the version of that you want to be, the version of you that you want to be in 10 years from now? And when you can do that, that is where quantum leaping takes place. That is where the bold decisions take place, right? That is where you begin to accelerate your manifestations, what you're able to call in, what you're able to receive, the level that you're able to serve at. Hello, beautiful Nicole. So good to have you here. How are you, goddess? Right? So which version of you are you making decisions from? Okay, now this is something that I'm constantly doing in my business. Constantly, still. Right? If something comes through and I'm like, oh, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to make this decision from the version of me that I'm stepping into, because I know that that's how it works. And when we can choose to make decisions from that new level of our consciousness, then the universe is going to respond to that vibration and pull into our now what it is that we have declared that we are operating at. Right? If you've ever booked a session with me, I know some of you on here, we've worked together before. Or if we've worked in some containers together, I see a few of you. I see a few of you here. I see some beautiful magnetic goddesses, some previous private clients, some beautiful other initiation students. You guys have got this. You'll know that as soon as you make a decision from the version of you that you're stepping into, for stepping into a container, as soon as you make the decision and you show up, not I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it when I figure out, get everything, so no, I'm going to do it and I'm going to believe in myself enough to do it, and I'm going to invest in it, and I'm going to energetically invest in it, right? And the energy in this instance is money, right? And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show up at that level, boom. Most of you know and have experienced the acceleration and the things that begin to take place from that moment that you decide and back yourself and that bold decision that you've just made, because you're now showing up as the version of you that you're stepping into, right? You're feeling this. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? Right? So which version of you are you making decisions from? And when we know that money is such a powerful resource, and we can lead with the decisions, and we know that money is always supporting us in the decisions that we make, because we decide no matter what we do. That's why I shared with you the story. It was so ridiculous when I was peeing in the alleyway, and I was still supported because I made the decision. I was like, I'm going to be fine. Right? There is nothing that dictates your worthiness of always being supported, right? You could be doing the most divine work in the world and you will receive more for this. Absolutely. But it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're always worthy of receiving. You're always worthy of receiving. There's nothing that you can do that makes you unworthy, right? Money is unconditional, right? The universe's love for you is unconditional. Money is unconditional, right? It's us that puts conditions on how we receive. I love you, Corey. Yes, goddess version of me. Yes, Nicole. Amazing. Right? So when we can show up as this version of us and we make decisions from this and we energetically commit to that, that's the level of consciousness that we're then playing at. That's the level of consciousness that the universe says, okay, she's serious. She's not just talking about it, she's doing it. She's decided and she's doing it. Right? So let's bring her what she needs. Feel this. Amazing. So beautiful. You got it. You got it. If you're feeling it, you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it. The second part of the process, of the action, the implementation, the acceleration process, was to create. All right? Now, this might be to create the space, create the time, create the resources. All right? What is it that you get to now create in order to support the decision that you've just made? What is it that you now get to create in order to support the decision that you've just made? Okay, this is again the deeper grounded, right? You're not being irresponsible, right? You now get to remember that you are a divine creatrix who is so tapped into universal energy, where you can create anything, receive anything. Okay, you might require to create the space to go within to then be able to receive more. You might be called to create something to support this decision. That looks like a new offer, right? A new service, a new business. What is it that you get to create to support the decision that you've just made? Okay? We talk about going first, showing up as that goddess. And the next bit is amplify. Right? What do you get to amplify? What do you get to do more of? What do you get to amplify in order to support the decision that you've made? And perhaps you've created the thing and now you get to amplify it in the world. What does that look like? What is it that you're amplifying? For example, if it's a new product that you've just created and launched, and you now get to amplify that. Maybe that looks like launching that. All right, maybe it's that you've just created something and amplifying it means amplifying your light in the world. So that might mean starting a podcast. All right, begin to tune into this. Your inner self holds a wisdom, all right, that you will be able to find, that you'll be able to tap into yourself of what does that look like for you? What is the decision that you're making? What is it that you now get to create? And what is it that you now get to amplify? Okay, this is where you get to tap into your inner power, that the part of you that holds, that knows the answers. The part of you that is always guiding you, that holds the wisdom, that carries the codes of your highest alignment. What does that look like? Now remember, if you've been here from the beginning, it's really important to actually do the work. That's where the results happen. Otherwise, this is just another live stream. And I'm sure it's been activated. I'm sure you've been receiving the things. We're about to do another mini activation. And I'm sure you've been receiving the things. But do the work. Do the work. That's where the results will happen, where the things will unfold. So, our final piece. This is going to be very, very quick, because then I have to go and get ready for my photo shoot for my new branding, which is so exciting. I changed my name, and then I was like, I changed my name and I'm publishing a book and I've got a website that's got my old name on it. Got to do a whole rebrand. So let us do an activation, a mini activation to support you in accelerating your mission, your money, and your manifestations. Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls jumping on. You're right in time for the activation that we are doing. right about now. So if you may like to find a space to get really comfortable, if you want to come back and watch this is perfect. If you want to join us now here live, then you can do this. If you're not able to sit with your eyes closed at the moment, if you're walking, if you're out and about, set an intention to receive the codes of this transmission, of this activation through your higher consciousness, which is operating out of time and space. And then you might want to come back and actually go through the activation properly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So joining me in this, you may like to lay down, you may like to just get really comfortable as you sit. Going ahead and relaxing your entire body. Just breathing in the delicious love, appreciation, and gratitude from source consciousness. Just breathing that through your entire body system, noticing every single cell of your being beginning to wake up and illuminate with the unconditional love of the universe. You may see every single cell, every single vibration in your field beginning to glow with a beautiful white, golden light, with a beautiful energy, beginning to notice and bring your awareness to your heart space, to your heart portal, your portal for infinite intelligence, for accessing the quantum realm where all things exist at a vibrational level. And as you breathe and you relax and you welcome in this beautiful healing, this beautiful activation, you may like to go ahead and invite your guidance, your guides, beings of light, angels, archangels, benevolent ancestors to be here with you. Going ahead and invoking them to be here with you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here with me now. All the beautiful beings who are here supporting me in my unique mission. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting this to be a full and complete healing and activation, to shift me into a deeper state of magnetism, to support the acceleration of my mission, of the money that is here for me, and of my manifestations. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, just giving gratitude, and you may feel from your root chakra connection all the way to the core of the earth. Just noticing your divine field, your entire energy field, all the way from the core of the earth, all the way through your physical body, all the way up, through your heart, through your crown, all the way up to source. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as you're here and as you're breathing this love and appreciation in, just welcoming your higher consciousness to be here with you, with you, with you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And from here, you may notice that through your heart space, there is a tunnel, an ascension pillar of light that you are connected to. The ascension pillar of light where you receive all information from source, where you are tapped into source energy, to infinite love, to infinite light that resides within you, that you are connected to. And as you're here and you're bringing your awareness to this pillar of light, your ascension column, bringing your awareness all the way up through the ascension column, all the way up through the pillar of light, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up through the portal of your heart, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, until you notice that you are in the upper realm. And once you are in the upper realm, just asking, am I in the upper realm? Knowing that your soul knows where to go. You have been here before, even if you may not consciously know this. You have been here before, that's it. And if you are not, just ask to be taken to the upper realm. Just ask to be taken to the upper realm. And once you arrive in the upper realm, that's it. You may see one of your guides, one of your divine helpers and beings of light here supporting you in your journey. You may greet them now. They may greet you a beautiful, beautiful greeting, a deep familiarity as they say, welcome back, thank you for being here. And you know that you've been here before because there is a deep state of familiarity taking place within your field. And you may begin to see all of your guides and beings of light surrounding you at the moment. You may begin to see or feel the presence of your entire soul consciousness, of your entire consciousness, of your entire multidimensional full soul that is here with you right now. Feeling her waking up and reminding you that she is here. You may see this, you may feel this, or simply just know that this is taking place. And just asking and thanking this higher facet of your soul as you are here witnessed by your divine guidance and by the universe and by source to support you and shifting you into a woman who fully claims and fully understands and realizes her true value, her true state of love. Supporting you and shifting you into a woman who truly owns and embodies the impact that she is here to make, the success that she is here to receive and experience, the lifestyle that she is here to live, the experience of this human reality that she knows deep within is within her as a leader of light, moving humanity forward, being of divine service, supporting the collective ascension process, going ahead and allowing yourself to receive the codes and the transmission from your higher consciousness, from your soul right now. You may see this as a pillar of light being transmitted from her heart to your heart. You may see this coming all the way from source through your heart portal, activating your entire being, your entire consciousness, waking up the vibrations within your field that have been carrying any distortions of any limiting beliefs or any past constructs that have been imprinted from the collective field or from your ancestral belief system or from past life belief systems, going ahead and allowing these to be healed and transmuted and alchemized right now, allowing yourself now to receive this divine healing from your beautiful divine guidance, who is supporting you in the alchemization process of healing anything that is no longer in alignment with what you are choosing at a soul level to be stepping into. To be supporting you in healing and shifting and transmuting anything that is not love. Anything that is not love and anything that is not in your highest light. Allowing these to be removed and unhooked from your field right now. Allowing these to be dissolved and transmuted. You may now see parts of your inner child or past facets of your own consciousness that you have given your power away. Allowing yourself to reclaim these facets of your own consciousness right now. Calling these back in, welcoming them back in, welcoming them back in. Allowing yourself to be a full, complete, holistic woman in leadership, man or woman in leadership, to be of the divine service, to be open and available to receive the divine abundance that is here for you when you choose this, when you choose this, when you choose this. Allowing yourself to receive the codes of your next level of abundance, of divine abundance, allowing yourself to feel the frequency of the divine abundance that is coming through your field right now, right now, right now, right now. Allowing yourself to dissolve and unhook from any of the past constructs that have been hooked into any poverty consciousness or any vows of poverty from past lifetimes or the collective consciousness, allowing yourself to see these dissolving and unhooking right now. That's it. Noticing in their place, they're rehooking and recoding to the divine frequency of abundance coming through into your field right now. Allowing this to come through from source, from your higher consciousness in complete alignment with your soul, allowing yourself to receive this coding right now, available to you right now, allowing yourself to receive this right now, receive this right now, receive this right now. And from this place, you may go ahead and allow yourself to receive, or perhaps even asking your higher consciousness and your guides that are here supporting you and guiding you to give you any information that you're ready for when it comes to your soul mission, when it comes to the next level of your divine abundance, of your soul mission, of your divine money, of your divine manifestations. Noticing that this may come in the form of specific guidance like words. It may come through in images. It may come through in a deep knowing. Or right now, it may not be ready to come through, but it may drop in over the coming hours, days, weeks, perhaps even months, depending on where you are at in your journey. Trusting, 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 allowing yourself to expand into deeper trust. Trusting your divine guidance, trusting the universe, trusting your highest, trusting your soul, trusting your inner wisdom, trusting your inner knowing, trusting your gifts, and trusting the entire process. And just allowing yourself to tune into the frequency of what is possible for you from this moment forward. As you choose to step into a woman or man that you know that you are here to step into. Just beginning to see and connect with the frequency of the lifestyle, of the business, of the money, of the relationships, of your health, of your connection to the universe, of your connection to Source, of your connection to Gaia, to Mother Earth, to yourself, to life. What does it feel like? What decisions do you boldly make? What do you create? What do you amplify? What does it feel like to be so divinely connected? To have courage, to have clarity, to have certainty. And with that, just allowing yourself to receive any last messages, any last vibrations, any last inner knowings, or any last facets of the healing that is taking place. And from this, just allowing yourself now to receive this being sealed up as the healing comes to a completion for now. Knowing that as this is sealed up in your field, this is being sealed up fully and completely, fully and completely. You may see this as a golden spiraling energy supporting your energy field and creating a deeper energetic boundary to support your consciousness coming from Source, and allowing anything from the outside world to simply bounce off your energy field to support you in a deeper state of trust, a deeper state of your inner knowing, of listening to your own inner guidance, of operating with deep faith, of deep trust, of deep self-belief. Operating in harmony with the flow of abundance and divine service, and choosing your highest mission, and seeing the blessings that are available for you when you choose this, when you choose this, when you choose this. Allowing that to be fully and completely sealed up in the field right now. And as you bring your awareness, thanking your divine guidance for being here supporting you, bringing your awareness down through, back down through the same portal that you came through, all the way back down through into your heart space, all the way back down through the ascension pillar of light, all the way back down through into your heart space, all the way back into your body, all the way back into your body, back down the way that you came, calling all of you back now, calling all of you back, calling all of you back, calling all of your consciousness, noticing the upgrades that are taking place. Noticing the upgrades that are taking place, noticing the shift in vibration that you feel as you come back into your body, fully and completely back into your body, coming all the way back into your body, allowing this to grow roots through your root chakra all the way down to the core of the earth, allowing this to stabilize in your field. Allowing this to stabilize in your field, coming all the way back into your body, all the way back into your body, all the way back into your body, coming all the way back, and just dissolving any cords around you, just noticing this divine healing coming to completion fully and completely, with this beautiful energetic layer around you, so divinely protected. Just giving gratitude to your divine guidance, your higher consciousness, and to all of the other beautiful galactic goddesses, shamanic queens, and kings and warriors that are here, either live or on the replay with you around the world. And just setting an intention right now as you're fully coming back to your body that the entire collective may receive the gifts of this healing that you have just gone through, of this activation that you have just experienced. May we send this out to the entire collective so that together we heal, and together we rise, and together we get to co-create a whole new earth, embodying heaven on earth. Thank you for your divine service and all that you're choosing and all that you're being. Coming all the way back into your body. All the way back, all the way back, all the way back. When you're back, welcome back. How was that? How was that? What did you experience? Have you got words? Are you back? Are you still hanging out there? Seeing all your love coming in, that's amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm so pleased. Seeing all your love, you guys. You got this. You got this. So much within you that's wanting to come out. There's so much that's ready to be expressed. So much potential that you hold within you. So many deep codes of wisdom and knowing that you're ready to share with the world, that the world is so ready for you to stand up and claim your space as a leader of light. Right? As a divine, galactic, shamanic, goddess, queen, priestess, healer, visionary, creatrix, spiritual woman in business. And you guys are so welcome. You are so welcome. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. So if you're sitting here and you're like, Libby, I am ready. You have to get ready now. Karina. So do I. I will see you soon. For those of you that just jumped on, Karina and I have a photo shoot in about 45 minutes. So we're going to go get ready very shortly. You're so welcome. So if you are like Libby, I am so ready. I am so ready to take my mission, my money, my manifestations, my lifestyle, my business to whole new heights, to whole new levels. And I'm so ready to step into the woman that I know that I'm here to become, that I know that I'm here to be. I'm so ready. Then I invite you to explore and feel into the vibration when I share with you Magnetic, the 12-month mastermind journey. It is an incredible, incredible, incredible activator where we partner together, we team up for 12 months, an entire year. And there is a beautiful, intimate group of soul sisters on the same journey, on the same path, going through the same stuff, right? It's a beautiful thing about the group is that even though it looks different in everyone's journey and everyone's businesses, at a collective level, there's a vibration of all of the things that are like coming up and out. And so we get to rise together. We get to rise together, and whenever stuff is coming up, I am here for you every single day. We have a beautiful, beautiful private chat, a beautiful intimate container on Telegram where you receive guidance. You can share whatever's coming up in your life journey. We have women in there sharing things about leadership, about their business, about money, about manifestations, about client stuff that's coming up, about relationship stuff that's coming up, about galactic, shamanic stuff that's coming up, and spiritual stuff that's coming up. It is the most amazing, exciting thing that I'm so proud that I get to walk with these incredible women. I'm so grateful that I get to walk with these incredible women. And not only that, but we have the beautiful trainings that we have, 2 trainings a month and 2 activations. So that was like a mini activation when I shared with you. We have a different one. We have two a month. Like shamanic, galactic, breathwork, many different things that are specifically encoded with whatever the group is going through at that moment, and support the embodiment at a quantum level of the training that we've just been through. So all of the trainings, we have 2 per month. That's about it, as much as we can. Like, you know, we're running businesses, we're in leadership, we've got a lot going on. There's a lot of mothers in the group. You know, we've got many things going on. A lot of the women have different, you know, got a couple of different projects and different businesses. So in order to show up and scale your business while working less, right? Spending more time in your family, spending more time doing the things that you want to do, having more free time, having more time to connect with source and in your devotion of your spiritual path. So when we go through the trainings, right, it's designed that you're able to do a little bit each day, or if you prefer to have one day a week where you just go into it, you can do that at your own pace. These are live trainings. We have 2 live coaching calls. If you decide to join, there's 3 different levels that you can join in. There's silver, gold, and diamond. So at the silver level, you get everything that I've just shared, the trainings, the activations, the group, so access to me every single day to support you and guide you, as well as your other galactic soul sisters on this beautiful business journey with women empowerment. Incredible sisterhood as well. You get all of that. And then at the gold level, you get all of that plus 2 coaching sessions per month with me. It's a group coaching, 2 group coaching sessions with me per month. And then at the diamond level, you get all of that you receive in gold and silver, as well as one-on-one support with me, plus that's unlimited in our own private Telegram chat for daily access to me. We have coaching and mentoring and galactic channeling and shamanic activations daily for your business, for your mission, for your lifestyle, whatever it is that's coming up. I have women who share more about their relationship, because that's often the thing that's actually holding them back in business. And then I also have women who share more about their spiritual journey, because that's what's currently holding them back in business, or or about the different things that they're wanting to bring through in their launches. Right, there is no limitations on what it is that you're able to tap into, and that I get to support you on, and bringing your highest mission, your highest lifestyle into the world, into the planet, to experience the things that are here for you to experience, in the way that your soul is yes, I'm so ready. So this is really beautiful. And then as well as that, and then we also in the diamond, we have a monthly one-on-one. It would just be you and I in a one-on-one private session. And then at the gold and silver levels, you also receive a one-on-one every single month. This is a new addition, and I'm very excited about this. And this is with one of my team, one of my trained coaches. That would be with Monique. She's an incredible galactic shaman herself. She's been a client of mine for about just over 2 years now, and she's gone through nearly all of my programs, and I've been working with her at a one-on-one capacity and training her up to be able to support everyone that's coming into magnetic. So that's a bonus that I just wanted to gift everyone that steps into it, to make sure that every single person has the depth and the accountability and everything required to not just manifest and make multiple 6 or scaling into 7 figures a year, right? This is about how you want every single area of your life, your spiritual journey, your leadership, your journey as a woman, as a queen, as a divine galactic goddess to be, right? There's so much that goes into this. So if you're feeling this and you're feeling the frequency of this and you want to know more, go ahead and apply. Okay, when you apply, then we can have a conversation and we can hop on a quick chat and just see if it's right for you. If not, I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. And if it is, then we can go through some different options for you. The link is in my bio. You just go click the link and then you apply. I'll receive that. I'll message you, and then we'll have a conversation. And then, depending if we move to the next level, it's an application, just because the intimacy and the depth that we go to, it's an application only process. So we go through the application, and then we hop on a call to make sure that it's all perfect, all a good fit. Once it is, then you would step into the container and you receive your welcome pack and everything that's ready for you to get started to begin to accelerate all that you're stepping into. You are so welcome. You guys are so welcome. So apply. The link is in the bio. I'm so excited. I'm so ready. I'm ready to serve. I'm ready to support you in your rising. Beautiful galactic goddesses, beautiful priestesses, healers, divine woman, spiritual woman in business. I am going to go and get ready for my photo shoot. Meet my photographer, my beautiful photographer, Karina, very soon. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that you've shared this time with me. So grateful that we have been able to dive deep. I hope this has been of value, and I'm so excited to see you again soon. Together we heal, together we rise, and together we co-create a whole new earth.